There are actually two different ways that you can use your YouTube channel to make money. And today I want to talk about those two ways. One is to become a YouTuber. And number two is to use YouTube to drive traffic to your business. They're two totally different things. And I've done both of them. So today I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of each one, how I made money both ways, and how you can make a better informed decision when you're starting your channel, or maybe you've already started and you were thinking about maybe you need to move over to another way. But first, I think I need to tell you a little bit of backstory on my first channel and how that got started. I think this is going to help you because I feel like a lot of you are where I was. So before I started my channel, I had no idea how to create a YouTube channel. I mean, I don't even think I was really serious. I was just thinking about it in the back of my mind, but I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to talk about. I couldn't think of anything I wanted to teach. So I just rolled with the idea for a few months. But one day my husband and I were planning a trip to Las Vegas, and I'm a blackjack and a craps player. But I'm that person that when I walk up to the blackjack table, people groan because they're like, oh, here she comes. Because I like to count on my fingers, but because I can't count that fast unless the dealer's counting for me. And I thought to myself, there's got to be an easier way, a funner way to sit down and play when I'm in Vegas. So I thought if I could play slots, I would have a much better time, I think. And I know this is a long backstory here, but I think it's important to my story. So one day I went on YouTube thinking, there's got to be a way to win at slot machines. And by the way, there is not a way to win at slot machines. You'll eventually lose all your money. But what I found was people recording themselves playing slots and posting it to YouTube. And I was mystified. I remember binge watching for like 2 weeks, these people winning and losing on slot machines, big money, little bit of money, whatever it was interesting to me. And I thought, oh, we're going to Vegas. I could try this. This might be fun. Of course, my husband thought I was absolutely insane, but he said, okay, babe, if this is what you want to do, let's go for it. So I didn't know anything about YouTube. I didn't know about titles and thumbnails. I didn't know how to edit. I had never touched an editing software in my life. But what I did have was a phone, and I bought a tripod. Now my phone was old. It was like an iPhone 11 Plus or something like that. It was bad, but I didn't care. I didn't let any of that stop me. I just sat down in front of the slot machine, and I had to get permission from the casino to film my slot machine, by the way. So I had all that. I was ready to go. I sat down, I started recording, and when I came back, I fiddled around in some editing software. I learned how to make a basic thumbnail, and I posted my first video. And then I posted my next video. And then within like a couple of weeks, one of my videos popped off. And I realized it was the game that I was playing that people really liked. So I started playing that game more. I doubled down on what was working. And that worked. I gained a very loyal audience from that. And my views skyrocketed. Now, the way I made my money on that channel was through AdSense mostly. I was getting paid for every time they put an ad in my video. And that video, most of my videos were 20 or 30 minutes long. So that meant lots and lots of ads in the video. So my paychecks were going up and up and up. And I got monetized after 5 months, but I think my paycheck was a couple $100. I don't remember right now off the top of my head, but I will share that later. Okay, so this was me being a YouTuber. All right, and there was other ways to make money. You can do things like this. You can record what you're doing. There's all kind of categories that you could be in to be a YouTuber, and you depend on the AdSense revenue. You depend on sponsorships or brand deals where you work with big companies. They'll send you products and you promote their product on your video. I did do a couple of sponsorships, but I want to talk about what goes into all of that before I get into the other kind of YouTube channel. So let's talk about the upsides of being a YouTuber. One, you can start with just your phone, and you probably don't need any money even to get started. I didn't need money. I already had everything I needed to get started other than the tripod, which was $25. And number two, there's a potential for really fast growth here. If you can lock into your audience and find out exactly what they want to watch, your YouTube channel could explode. There's a chance that you could get free products. Companies could send you free products to try to see if you want to put them on your YouTube videos. And you don't have to if you don't like the product. And most of the time, you don't have to send the product back. For my first channel, we got perks for going to the casino, not because they wanted us to promote the casino, but because we played. The more we played, the more comps we build up. We got free hotel rooms, we got massages and free food. All of it combined made our experience a little bit more fun and a little bit more enjoyable. And you have multiple streams of income here, not just AdSense revenue, but the brand deals and the sponsorships and the merchandise that you want to sell and affiliate links. There's so much here that you can do. It just all takes a little bit of work. So I want to talk about that next. What is the downside of this? So one of the biggest downsides, I believe, is when you're working with companies, whether it's a brand deal or a sponsorship, you have to make videos that they want you to make. They may require 4 long-form YouTube videos. They may require shorts. They may require being on Instagram or Facebook. They may require stories and carousels. And what's going to happen is they're going to send you copy. In other words, they're going to send you what they want you to say. You can say it in your own words, but what you have to do is actually film the video, and then when you get it all filmed and ready to go, you have to send it to them to look at. And if they don't like something in your video, they're going to send it back and say, can you revise this? Can you change that? And sometimes that's easy just to edit out that part. But most of the time, I found myself having to redo the whole video. And that takes a lot of time, especially if you're still trying to make videos for your channel without the sponsorships. So another thing here is that ad revenue fluctuates so much. I can tell you that January and February are the worst months of the year. Your ad revenue can tank at this point. Views can even go down a little bit. Your fall months are the best. That's when everything kind of shoots up because advertisers, because it's the holiday season, they're paying more for ads. And I have found that through the months of October, November, and December are amazing for ad revenue. But it is a fluctuating game. It just goes up and down, and you cannot count on it because you never know what it's going to look like. Another thing is that your CPM, which is the money that the advertisers pay YouTube, can fluctuate based on your niche as well. If you're in a finance niche, those CPMs can be $30, $40 per 1,000 views on your channel. If you're in a gaming niche, it could be $1, $2. So all of this varies, and you never know what your income might be. It is a constant treadmill of getting content out. I posted every single day for 2 years, 7 days a week. I don't think I missed a day. And then right near the end, when I realized I was going to do something else, I went down to every other day. But that is still a lot. That is a lot of wear and tear on your body. That's a lot of wear and tear on your mind. And trying to keep that hamster wheel rolling will absolutely make you go insane if you're not careful. You have to create a schedule that you can stick to because you don't want to get burned out. And I know it's an easy thing that when we start making videos and we start making money, we think, oh, if we just do more, we'll make more money and more money. Yes, that's probably true, but you don't want to kill yourself in the process. You don't want to learn to hate the business that you built. Okay, so for this to work, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours just to get monetized. And that's changing in February of 2027. It's going to be 8,000 watch hours instead. So it could take you a little bit longer to get monetized here if that's what you're depending on. And before I get into that second path, I want you to know that if you're starting your channel and you still have the feeling that, you know what, I just don't even know where to start, well, I put together a step-by-step guide, and it comes in 5 phases that will walk you through every single step, and it's free, and I'll link it down in the description below. You can go check it out after this video. So now let's talk about this channel and how this channel makes money. Okay, this is how to use YouTube to drive traffic to your business. So as I was doing our slot channel, my husband had finally jumped in. He was helping out. He's funny, he's entertaining, and we were having a ton of fun. But what was happening is we were having to travel once a month to get content. Like I said, I was posting every day. I was having to edit a video every day and get it out. Even though the editing was pretty easy, it was still a lot of work and it was a lot of pressure. And I realized, hey, I need to slow down here a little bit. This is getting a little bit too much. I'm away from my family. I'm having grandkids. We've got 4 daughters and they're getting married, and it was just a lot. So I really started thinking about, okay, now that I know a little bit more about YouTube and I know how the money works, is there a way that I can have a different YouTube channel that actually makes money while I'm at home, that I don't have to go anywhere to do my videos? So that's how this channel came about. I had people on that other channel ask me all the time, how did you get started on YouTube? How do you even do a YouTube channel? How do you know what to talk about? What equipment do you use? And I thought, okay, there's my thing. I'm going to start a YouTube channel teaching people how to start a YouTube channel. It just felt so natural. Because really, I had thought of other things that I could do. I thought I'll do a travel channel. I'll do a fashion and makeup channel. But there was so many constraints there that I just couldn't do it. Like the fashion and makeup channel, I realized if I was going to buy anything from Amazon or Walmart, that was not going to work for me because I was having to buy the clothes. I was having to either return them, sell them, or wear them. And that was going to get very expensive and very time consuming. I was going to have to shop for the different styles that I thought my audience would like. So I just knew that was not going to work for me. For some of you, that's a perfect fit, especially if you already have a closet full of clothes. But I thought, I want to teach something. I want to help people. I really want them to get somewhere in life. I want them to know that they can earn extra money in all these different ways. So it was like a pivot in my mind. I can make money from people viewing, or I can make money that YouTube sends to my business. That's just a different mindset shift there. So what my business entails over here is coaching. I do consulting. I do digital products and courses. I have memberships. All of those things are things that I can do from the comfort of my own home. I don't have to be away from my family. I can actually cook dinner at night without worrying about getting a video out the next day. You don't have to post as many videos because you're not chasing views. And my income is not determined what AdSense pays me, what YouTube actually pays me for. And it's a good thing because it's not a lot unless you get thousands and thousands of views. Because what happens on this channel is, yes, on my first channel, I build relationships, and I quit posting on that channel in April. I haven't lost but 3 subscribers since I quit posting over there because I built such a community. I loved those people so much. We would go places and people would recognize my voice. And it was just so comforting and so much fun. But over here, my community is depending on me to teach them something, to learn a skill, and that's an even better feeling. I'm building relationships over here. I'm collecting email addresses. I'm finding out who they are, what they want to do in life, how they want to make money, what their grandchildren's names are, those kind of things. But I'm making connections over here, and these people want my help. And in this channel, I feel like I'm making a difference. Over there, I was just entertaining people. And they were having fun. But now it's about changing somebody's life. And that's a great feeling. So let's talk about the hard parts of what I do. Okay, so I offer coaching. Well, let's talk about coaching for a minute. I do one-on-one coaching and I do group coaching. One-on-one coaching takes a massive amount of time because not only am I spending my time talking to my viewer and talking to my client, I'm actually preparing ahead of time. And then when we're done with the call, I actually go in and try to work on the things that they're struggling with, and I send them help, and I make documents for them, and I make small videos for them, telling them the things that they can change or the things that they can work on. It's not just a 1 hour a week and we're done. I'm very into my clients' YouTube channels, helping them figure out a path to move forward. That takes a lot of time. And this kind of channel can be a little bit slower to get started because YouTube has to find your right audience. Now, I had a video that went viral, and I don't mean just viral for me. I think this video's got over 300,000 views right now. And that's an awesome feeling. That's a great thing. It brought in a lot of business. But now that video's been out since January. It is now August as of the time of recording this video. And people that watched that video then, that was my target audience. But the people that are watching it now, not nearly as much. I'm getting views from the Philippines and Pakistan and places like that. Those people are never going to pay me. And so it has really caused a little bit of havoc in my channel. So whereas my first channel going viral was amazing, it meant lots of views, it meant I was getting paid. Over here, it makes my channel get a little confused and a little bit murky. So you gotta stay on top of those things. Over here, I still need YouTube to drive traffic. I still need them to put eyeballs on my channel so that people will eventually know me, like me, and trust me. They'll get on my email list and they'll ask for my help. And to do that, I do have to keep making videos. And the stress of making videos over here was different than the stress of making videos over here. My videos over here have to be more helpful. I have to be more thoughtful about what I say. Whereas over here, I could just say anything and they would think it was funny. And with both of them, the camera problems don't go away. There's always technical issues. There's always editing software glitches. So those two things are always there, no matter which kind of channel you choose. And over here on this channel, obviously I have a little bit more logistical problems. I have to worry about taxes, sales tax. I have to worry about maybe hiring people like a VA or maybe one day an editor. I have to worry about extra software that I didn't have to worry about over here. I have to worry about software that keeps my email. I have to worry about software that makes my sales pages where people can go to connect with me. I have a community that I have to keep up. all those things that make up a real business. I have to think about those things, and they do take time. But the good thing is I can do all that from the comforts of my home. I can do it actually from anywhere in the world. I can take my laptop on the go, and everything I need is right there. So I didn't say any of this so that one would feel heavier than the other. I just want you to know, with your eyes wide open going into this, which one you think you might could do. Now, I'm not saying you have to post a video every day of the week to be a YouTuber. You definitely do not. But I did. That was just the choice that I made. And it paid off for me. And it was something I could do at the time. I'm also not saying that you have to have a YouTube business. You have to have coaching. You have to have courses. That's a lot. There's a lot involved in that. There is somewhere in the middle that you could do both. But that gets extremely difficult when you're trying to do all of those things. There are some channels that cross over nicely, but we're not going to talk about that today because that's a whole nother ball of wax. So I'm going to go into my computer here and I'm going to show you the difference in AdSense and what I make from one channel to the next. And maybe that'll help you see which one you want to do as well. This channel made money all by itself. I didn't have to have a whole lot to go with it. I did have sponsorships. This channel over here makes money from AdSense revenue. The bulk of my money over here comes from coaching and audits and courses and that kind of thing. Okay, I make a little bit of AdSense revenue over here. I make a lot of AdSense revenue over there, but they equal out in the long run. So there's not a bad choice here. Either one of these can work for you. And show you the monetization here, and I'm going to go to click on. As you can see, I stopped posting in April, and I've only lost 3 subscribers here, and I'm still getting. This is in the last 28 days. I'm still getting 3,000 watch hours. I'm still making $181 a month, which is pretty awesome considering I haven't posted in April, May, June, July, August, 4 months. So these videos will continue to get views over and over and over. So let's just go to lifetime on my channel. And here's what I have made lifetime on this channel. I made $46,309.91 in revenue. And look at all these little dips here. You'll see there's times when I made $89 a day, and then there were times when I made $24 a day. Right over here is about the time when I started winding the channel down, so you'll see it going up and down. But you'll see the months. Let me show you these months here. And if you'll look here, what you'll see, these are not in order. September, October, November, December, March, August, January, back and forth, back and forth. And you see how the money fluctuates up and down, up and down, up and down. It was a good income. These were some of the slower months. So this is August. This is what we're doing right now for this month. But you can see the income fluctuated greatly. So I just wanted to give you an idea here of what a YouTube channel could look like. And this was income just from AdSense. This is not including sponsorships. You just need a lot of audience. You need a lot of views. And you need to have a little bit of gumption to get up every day and keep going. Of course, you need that on both channels, but for this kind especially. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick here my current stats on my current channel. And you can see here, this is April, February, March. Remember, I said they all come kind of out of order. It's based on most to the least amount paid. January was the first month that I got monetized, which was very at the end of the month. So that's why there's not a whole lot here. I had a video go viral at this time. But remember, I also said that the pay that you get in January, February, March is a lot lower than, some of the rest of the year. So you can see that represented here. This was January. Then we jump up here to February was doing good. March came down a little bit. And then April really hit hard. That's been my biggest month so far. And then after that, you can see on this chart, my views based on that viral video started going down. So it's really settling in here. And this is kind of what's normal for me. Anywhere between 100 $200. That's where I'm at on this channel. And that's really all I have to show you. But I make most of my money on this channel from all of the other things like I talked about in the video. Both of these ways to make a YouTube channel are legitimate. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. I just wanted you to see the potential and the hard parts that each one has to offer so that you could make the right choice for your YouTube channel. And if you want to know more about that viral video that I had, you can watch this video next where I explain all about it. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.